died, Huff was still doing poetry. And Mark, you probably have that, don't you? The handwritten. Okay, so his last poem was tired of being loved, tired of being left alone, tired of being loved, tired of being left alone. Gonna find myself a new place, a place where I call home. Kind of a blues lyric. So this is the cosmic Huff, and it's a beautiful thing. I'll just read that and then a little more. The way of art. It seems to me that paralleling the paths of action, devotion, etc., there is a path called art. And that the sages of the East would recognize Faulkner, Edward Hopper, Beethoven, William Carlos Williams, and address them as equals. It's a matter of attention and discipline, isn't it? Combined with a certain God-given ability. It's what you're willing to go through, willing to give, isn't it? It's the willingness to be a window through which others can see, all the way out to infinity and all the way back to themselves. Man, I like that. It's, one more time. It's the willingness. This is what you got to be if you're going to be an artist. And I think on some level we've all taken it to heart. It's the willingness to be a window through which others can see all the way out to infinity and all the way back to themselves. So the thing about Huff was that he was accessible. And y'all have been a very good audience, very patient. But y'all are here and you know poetry and you knew Huff. So I want to tell you, one of the best poetry readings I ever saw was Huff. And he went on for over an hour on a hot summer night in the un-air-conditioned old Ruta Maya downtown. And he went on and there were people that knew poetry, but the vast majority did not know poetry. And the vast majority were just kind of there, but folks showed up and he kept us with him for over an hour, hot night, people who weren't necessarily poetry fans. And you know, I have seen W.S. Merwin put me to sleep after 20 minutes. Or all these great poets that UT brings, nobody could ever sit through over an hour. And Huff did it, and he had this wide variety. It looked like he had a stack of paper this thick, and it was just amazing. I get to teach creative writing at ACC. And Huff is always accessible to my students too. So which was a great testimony. In fact, Kate, and I hope you'll read your work, but he still has an influence in the poetry world. And I think that's just wonderful. So I'm going to abdicate and kind of let you guys come up and read poetry. There's flyers, there's posters about why I write at coffee shops. And there's 3 Christmas poems, and there's our Long Live Huff buttons right there. So, what, Polly? Eat cake. Eat cake. Eat cake. And drink coffee, and come. And we'll do an altar call. Who's got the spirit? Who's got the spirit of poetry? Got the spirit of Huff? And come, testify. Tell me. Tell us.
The co-op radio benefit.
What?
We're going to the co-op radio.
Yay, Mary, you're going to read?
No,
No, this way.
I'm sorry, but